Hey kids, it's the Piston and Fly here. Hope you're well. Now, one of the little plus sides of being a vlogger and getting a few people to subscribe to your channel is that every now and then manufacturers contact you with the offer of trying out some of their products for free. So that's great, and I have no scruples or morals whatsoever. I'm quite happy to accept free stuff. But of course, I'll only say good stuff about it if I think it really is good. I'm not being paid to advertise anything. But anyway, the reason I mention that is because a few days back a company got in touch with me, a company that sells something called Ventz, V-E-N-T-Z. Now, I'd never heard of these before, so I was intrigued, but I had a look at the website, and let's just see where this fella's going. Clear. Had a look at the website, and it turns out what it is, these vents are, as they sound, they are air vents. And look, I've got them stuck up this sleeve here, you see, stuck up the top there. It's basically, let's show you on this one, it's basically a plastic box that you clip onto your sleeve, and it puts like an air vent up your sleeve. So if you're riding in really hot weather, you get a nice draft of air up your sleeve, and it gives you some ventilation. Well, what a cracking idea, I thought. So I replied, yeah, I'll give those a go. So that's what I'm doing, and this is the first day that I've had some hot weather where I can really try them out and see if they actually do deliver. And sure enough, I am getting shot up my sleeves some lovely cool draft, so that's nice. However, all that said, I don't think they're the product for me. And I'll stop down here at one of my usual stopping points, and I'll show you them a bit more and explain why I don't think they're necessarily something I'm going to be using a lot. This will do nicely. Right, here we are then, so there's another view. Hope you can see them okay. So it's just a bit of plastic that goes up there. So the problems I've come across with these are several fold. Number one is, if I take this all off, with this sort of jacket, ideally you'd want the vent, there we go, on the top of the jacket there to be in maximum airflow. But the trouble with this jacket is, on the top there is where the Velcro goes. So if that's on there, you're going to actually get this clip in the way of the Velcro, if you see what I mean. So that's number one. Number two is, these jackets tend to be quite tight anyway. There's not an awful lot of room, when it's done up, there's not a lot of room under there in which to stick the vent anyway. So that's that problem. So I've just sort of had to put it around the side slightly. And the other issue is, of course, if you're like me, I like to wear my gloves inside the jacket. So you've not only is there not a lot of room in the sleeve anyway, but you've got to get the glove on first. Make sure that's quite tight. And then put the vents in. Now I can't, with this glove on, I can't even put the vents in properly with the clip. So it's a bit of a faff. And as if riding wasn't faffy enough with all the kit you have to wear. But there you go. It does go in there, and once it's in, it's not uncomfortable. So there we go, that's that there. Now, so that's fine. So I'm saying bit of a faff, and it's a bit difficult to fit it in over the gloves and under the tight sleeve, bit uncomfortable. Then the other problem is when I came to do this hand, it's even worse, because if you've got a nice watcher tool, which I do, then of course this threatens to go in and scratch your watch. So I've had to take my watch off of this hand so that I can use the vents. So that's a bit rubbish as well. So yeah, overall, not that impressed. Having said that, as soon as I get moving with anything like reasonable speed, I am having a shot of lovely cool air shot up the sleeve, so they absolutely do work as vents. And it might be that with a different jacket, with an adventure style jacket, those problems that I talked about, the tightness of the leather sleeves, etc., go away. So I might be being unfair, and I'll need to try them on another jacket, but usually it's when I'm in these leather jackets, that's when I need the cooling down. So a bit disappointing there. I imagine if you live in a hot climate where it's very hot all the time, it's probably about 20 degrees here today, so not exactly sweltering, but quite warm for Blighty in the summer. But if you live somewhere that's hot all the time or very muggy, then that bit of extra ventilation would be very nice. But as it stands, I don't think for me, with the sort of riding I do in the country I'm in and the jackets I wear, these are going to be something that I go out with on a regular basis. Anyway, I was intrigued, having never seen the product before. I watched one of Richie Uvida's videos the other day, and I noticed he had these vents in his sleeves, so he obviously used them quite a lot. So if you're watching, Richie, I'd be very interested to see what your view of them is and how you get around those problems. But otherwise, yeah, I'm going to give a thumbs down to these products, I'm afraid. Sorry about that, manufacturers of vents, but they don't work for me anyway. Okay, that's it for me for this time. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Until then, this has been the Mist and Fly. Cheerio.